Hello everybody and good afternoon, and today we're going to be disassembling this 555 Subaru version 5.6 STI seat. Alright, before we get started, I just want to show you guys the condition of the seat that we're working with. This is overall in a 7 out of 10 condition. The stitching, it's there, but it's definitely mostly faded away. These seats are actually notoriously easy to actually disassemble. The underside basically has very little to minimal rust. We're going to turn this seat on its side and then we're going to get started. Then we're just going to incline the seat as much as we can. And then now we're going to take off the hog rings. Don't worry, these are going to be getting shipped to the United States, but we are going to zip tie them as a temporary solution. I just want to give a lot easier access to the bolts. Now this seat in itself is actually the driver's seat, so this has the up and down adjustability on the seat, and there's a lot more going on the seat bracket, but the passenger seat is straightforward. There's 6 of these 12 millimeter bolts, and then on the side there's 2 14 millimeter bolts. So now that we took those bolts off, this top part is pretty loose. Then the bottom, there's still a few other things that we got to do to loosen up. We also are going to be disconnecting this outer portion of the bracket, and we're going to be taking this trim off in the handle. So we're going to take this screw out in this trim, and then there's going to be another screw on back of this. And then we're going to separate this like that. There is a cap. And we're going to take the screw off for the reclining handle. Alright, so now what we're going to need to do is we're going to take off these 3 pop clips that are beside the driver adjustability. Alright, 2 more. Like that, I guess. Just work your way around it. Almost forgot to mention that you also need to remove these 3 screws that are underneath the caps. I don't want to forget and potentially break anything, but you will need to remove all 3 of these. Or in order to remove the adjustability caps, you will need to remove this little pin and pull it out, and it is that gold pin right there. You just need a needle nose and just pry it out a little bit. Just be gentle with it, and the cap should come right off. Just like that, and then the cap comes right off. All right, and then we got another few bolts we got to take off right here. And we're gonna just adjust this, bring it up, and there's gonna be another one on the bottom. All right, there's the rail. There's this little plastic deal that you're just going to need to lift up on. So that way we can remove the trim just like that. Then it should pop right off. Very easy. There you go. We have the trim removed from the outside of the seat rail. So while looking through this mechanism, the mechanicals, I noticed that there is a little bear on here. If this is anybody's, hit me up. The last portion for the outer seat is we're gonna have to take off this 14 mil bolt, and then there's another one located right around here. So what I like to use is my extended ratchet, and this should do the job. So we're gonna take the first one off. And the second one is very deep in there. So we are on it now. Just like that. Take the bracket off. All right. So this is your entire bracket assembly for the driver's seat. All right, guys, so this is how the reclining mechanism works. So there's a spring attached to the lever, and this portion is attached to the top part of the seat. This gear is fixed to that piece as well and riveted, as you can see. And then this portion goes to the base of the seat and uses a spring on the back. That is why the seat comes forward automatically without any force whenever you pull up on the lever. All right, y'all, so this is all the major components of the driver's seat for the JDM 555 seat. This applies to all version 1 through 6. The brackets are almost identical for the driver's side, and the passenger side's even easier. So real fast, guys, I just want to show you guys the passenger side seat on a right-hand drive car or the driver's side seat on a US domestic model car. So as you can see, there is 4 bolts that hold in the bracket on the bottom of these seats. This is a version 1.2 WRX STI seat. This is the underside of the 555 seat. Very minimal rust, actually, and that metal, untreated metal, is still in really good shape. And then, of course, we got the infamous 555 Subaru logo. But yes, these seats are super easy to disassemble and are even easier than the GD and onwards STI seats. Thank you for watching my tutorial on disassembling a GC8 JDM Subaru seat. Have a great day, y'all. Arigatou gozaimasu.